Welcome back to Naturally Spiritual, where we correlate the spiritual with the natural. I'm
And
Cheryl,
I'm Sherry.
and we're coming to you tonight to give clarity on what we said last night. So many of you were messaging us and leaving us comments about our definition of judging or not judging, right?
Right. I mean, we did say judge someone, love them through it, not judge them through it. And so I guess some of the stuff we did say led people to say that. I guess I, I guess they were saying judge, and we were saying judge or don't judge. When in actuality, we were just saying address things.
Address,
Because
right?
if you're passionate about something, or if you love
Mm-hmm.
someone,
Mm-hmm.
you should be able to address that person with concerns,
Right,
or admissions, or confrontations or anything. But you have to be meek about it whenever
right,
you do it.
right,
I mean, not saying that you should avoid it,
right.
or whatever, because you always laugh at me because you always say your family will tell you when your outfit's busted, but I want them to.
Right.
Some people may think that's confrontational, and some people may think that's wrong,
Disrespectful
or
or
disrespectful, or judging my outfits or whatever. But I always say before I leave my house,
whatever.
they should be able to tell me,
Right.
because they will compliment you when you look nice,
Right.
but they'll tell you in a minute what you got
What-
on.
yeah,
You
what
need
is
to
that?
take that
Yeah,
off or
yeah,
whatever. And so I guess you can not necessarily judge it, I should say, but I guess you should expect for someone to be able to come to you
Come
and
to
address
you and
concerns,
address, right. And because truthfully, when you address things,
Mhm.
it can, if you continually address it, it can eventually lead to a resolution.
Right, that's true. Yeah,
Right?
that's true. Because someone may think that they're in the right when they're obviously not
Right,
in the right,
right.
or someone may think this is acceptable or this is the way
Mhm.
that it should be,
Mhm.
when in actuality it shouldn't be,
Right.
or whatever. And
Or
I'm
whatever.
not saying that you should go to somebody just ready to. You're gonna hear me. You're gonna hear it the way that I want it to be heard,
Right.
because you do have to be mindful, and you do have to
Mhm.
respect, and
Mhm.
or maybe lead someone in a different direction than,
Right.
the direction that they're going. So that's what we're saying last night when we were saying love someone through it, not judge them
Right,
through it or
right.
whatever. Because you're not necessarily going to always agree with what
So
that
true.
person said, But in the Bible, when you think about it, sometimes there were confrontations even with Christ
Right.
in the Bible. Because if you think about the woman who had sinned, and all these men came to Christ, what you gonna do
What are you
about
going to
it?
do? Look,
You know,
pointing the finger, but forgetting themselves. And speaking of the Bible, if I can go ahead with scriptures in Galatians 6
Mhm.
and 1, brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault,
Okay.
ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness. So there you go.
Yeah,
So you
right.
can talk to him about it,
Right.
considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. So
Right.
don't go accusing people
Right,
or
exactly.
judging people. You can talk to them and have a conversation
Exactly.
with them, and help them through it,
Right,
right?
exactly.
And or
So that love part, love
right,
them through it.
love
Right.
them,
Okay.
love them through it. Yeah. So I
Mhm.
guess yesterday we were so trying to get it
Yeah,
out
right,
that we
exactly.
didn't elaborate enough. But
But
so
we
yeah,
heard you, so we
right,
when we say leave us messages and
right.
stuff
We
like
hear
that,
you.
we hear you when you do.
So we came back and we talked about it. We
Mhm.
discussed it, and so so we apologize if we misled or confused any of you.
Right,
But so we
exactly.
just wanted to give a little more clarity tonight on
Mhm.
what we meant by that,
Right.
because communication, and
Open,
with that
effective. Yes.
open, effective communication, look, is more than just talking. It's
Right.
also listening,
Right,
and
exactly.
after listening, hearing,
Hearing. Exactly.
and so don't be so quick to listen to respond. You have to listen to
Exactly.
hear and then react.
Right,
So
exactly.
because it could lead to reconciliations also,
Right,
to a lot of
exactly.
relationships that are broken.
Exactly. That's
You
so
know,
true. Right.
so that's
Yeah.
what we meant by it.
Right, exactly. So again, we apologize, on where we were going with it, but there was something that we're always passionate about, and
Right.
we always talk about, communicate, communicate, communicate. But in communicating, it has to be effective
Right.
communication.
Effective.
And as I said, like my hair.
Mhm.
Speaking about like being being, because my kids today are like, what in the world is
It's
going
going on.
on, you know?
And they gotta they have to trust the process because
well,
you
how
wrote it,
long
but
is this
you have
process?
to
I'm
trust
trying
the
to figure out how
process.
long, you know.
And it's okay, just trust the process.
Right. So that's where we are with that. But
So look, because like as we said, in the natural, it's
Mhm.
like this, in situations, in the natural, you can't see your way through. Look, because right now you think you've
you
given
can't.
it enough time,
Mhm.
but as the Lord's time and it's not our time,
That's
and
what exactly.
because one day is like a
Thousand,
1,000 days is like one day, or
and
vice
one day is
versa.
like 1,000 years. Yeah,
So
exactly.
you just have to be patient and
Right.
just diligently wait
Right.
on, wait through the process.
Wait
And
through
if
the
that
process.
means talking someone through the process to help them, that's what you do. So because again, naturally and spiritually, it's all intertwined, right?
All intertwined, right. So we're not gonna hold you there. We just hope we did provide some clarity on it,
Mhm.
because I mean it was like, wow. I
Mhm.
mean, and after I went back and listened to it, I actually did realize that we probably
Right.
did cause some confusion in that.
Right.
And so we just wanted to touch you. But we do hear y'all when
Mhm.
we ask for comments. We
Right.
always we do
We
go
do
back,
go back and
read them,
read
you know,
and
listen to them and all that good
sometimes
stuff.
comment,
Right.
sometimes just in the moment we just can send you a heart to let you know we read it.
Right, exactly. So go ahead and go out there and leave us some more comments. You know,
Mhm.
like us,
and
share
share
us.
us.
You know, and go ahead and hit that subscribe button.
Right.
And while you're subscribing, go ahead and buy it. If you don't buy it, request it.
All
But
right.
either way, we hope you have a joyous, joyous evening.
Right. Have a good night.